This is footage from the 1970s, showing a fire in a Chinese People's Liberation Army military camp. A rare record of the soldiers' real life at the time. Early in the morning, the soldiers would make their beds and head out to the fields for training. Although the military equipment at that time was outdated, during training, they mostly used mock weapons, so the soldiers could quickly master techniques in a short time. There were also special courses for sand table simulations to train the soldiers' tactical abilities. After training at 10 a.m., there was a period of free time, during which the soldiers could play chess, play badminton, and enjoy other recreational activities in the camp. At noon, the cooks would set the tables in advance, and the soldiers would line up in an orderly fashion to go to the mess hall. They brought their own bowls and chopsticks, hungry and eager to get their meals. The day's menu included stir-fried pork with chili, stir-fried eggplant, and other dishes, with rice as the staple food. The 8 soldiers sat together at one table, with a large iron basin filled with food in the middle of the table. Each soldier would take turns serving themselves, with a ladle from the large basin. If they wanted more, they could ask for seconds, but waste was strictly forbidden. Although such communal meals might not seem lavish by today's standards, in that era of material shortages, having vegetables, meat, and soup, with unlimited servings to fill their stomachs, was a great luxury. It's also worth noting that, at the time, both platoon and company commanders ate and lived alongside the regular soldiers. After the military ranks were abolished in 1965, there was almost no difference between the officers' and soldiers' uniforms. At first glance, it was difficult to distinguish ranks. The only difference was a small pocket on the uniform. In fact, the meat consumed by the military came from pigs raised by the soldiers themselves, including some high-quality black pigs. Even the vegetables were grown by the soldiers, and they even made their own tofu. It can be said that the army was self-sufficient in that era. More of the military funds were spent on upgrading weapons and other needs. This was the standard life of the military in the 1970s. Although simple, the soldiers were still very satisfied.